Alright, at long last, it is finally here. Legion Mythic Plus. So I can go over here, talk to this guy. He says, there's this quest, Time-Worn Keystone, Broken Isles, blah 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 blah. That's not really the cool part here, but clicking on this, it gives me a plus 14 keystone, so presumably it's meant to correlate with whatever the last keystone on live I did was, which is neat. So Bursting Volcanic, pretty sure that's not what the fixes are on live for normal keys, so I guess I'm not really entirely sure if that means that things are just different for Legion M+, or maybe it's just something to do with the fact that, you know, they have weird things for PTR right now, and it's the same as live, but PTR is on a different cycle. I don't really know, so guess we'll have to find out over time. Alright, so after a bit of looking, I managed to get into this group. Hopefully this actually works out. But this is going to be a plus 15 Eye of Azshara. Now, obviously, I haven't done Legion M Plus in a hot minute, so it should be fun. Now, while I've been going around looking for groups, I've also been looking for the heirloom vendor. Because apparently there's an heirloom vendor in Oribos, according to the patch notes, and yet I mean, maybe I've missed something, but I'm pretty sure I've checked every single room now, and I just can't find him, so don't really know where this heirloom vendor's supposed to be. I guess it is worth noting that if you want to, you know, reduce the level of the keystone, then that is something you can do. So you can click this, reduce the level, etc., all that fun stuff. Just a reminder, I should say, they've also said that you're not going to be able to get any Legion M Plus stuff from your Great Vault, so you're pretty much just going to have to get the drop and then pump it up with Valor. That's the only way you're going to be able to really get the full potential of the items. Okay, I've officially checked every single place in Oribos. I can only guess that the heirloom vendor is not actually on the PTR yet, so I'm just not going to drive myself crazy anymore looking for it. Okay, so it looks like this is the Timewalking vendor. Interesting. So this is the Hippo Replica Aegis of Agrimar. Oh god, that's so sick. Holy shit. Wait, become suspicious of your surroundings, reduce cooldown for Nightborn? Oh, I need to get enough. I must have enough Time Ward badges on some character. Sarmar Gar. Oh my god. That is so cool. Oh, shit. And they have the little dual blade. Oh! Yes! Woo! The Blackrock Hold shit. Oh, that looks so cool. Oh man, this is so awesome. This just has the full ensemble, it looks like. Can only be used by plate wearers, which I guess is a little bit unfortunate. Ironically, okay, this is dumb. So, all of these things cost the exact same amount of time-worn badges. Or time-warped badges, right? It's just... What is with this? Like, why is this constantly scaling really high in golds, but you can buy it for the exact same amount as all the rest? I hope that must be a mistake. Then if I check for all... Oh, they have the Suramar staff, too. The Saber? Oh, man. That's so cool. So the one-handed one, the mace. This is a thing now. And these people are summoning me. Shit. I guess I gotta do this. Well, time to do plus 15 Eye of Azshara. If general chat is any indication to go by, we're probably gonna get our teeth kicked in, but hey. Should be fun. God, that was like the longest loading screen in my life. Oh, it looks like that guy had the same problem. Oh god, it's been so long. I still remember the vague strategy, but my memory's a little bit fuzzy. And then there's shit where, like, I always used to do... There was, like, the wall skip before, King Deepbeard, I think it was. No way I'm gonna be doing that here. I don't really think that it would be worth the risk, but... just considering it is kind of fun. Apparently this one other dude has, like, no time left before his raid, so... I don't think we're gonna end up finishing this, but I'd like to at least see what the scaling is for plus 15. For some reason, my nameplates are all fucked. This guy immediately thought I was gonna do the big pull. Motherfucker! Like, this is our first time in Legion Timewalking, and you think I'm gonna do, like, the mega super pull strats? Like, first of all, I get that the AoE cap has been reduced, but this isn't Legion. You know, you can't just do massive pulls, LOS it around a corner, and not expect to get your teeth kicked in. You know, we gotta at least do something a bit safe. Overall, this really actually doesn't seem bad. Maybe the reason that people are struggling is because they're going in here trying to do the Legion strats. And that's what's really fucking them. Can't really tell how well everybody's doing because, you know, I don't have recount or not recount details. Just gonna pull this guy. Yeah, the percentage is obviously really fuzzy at this point. It's been a very long time. But bursting is not a hard affix for this. I would imagine that a lot of the little mobs don't get bursting. It's been so long. Because I know when you get out there into the water, that's where it gets a little bit, like, sketch. I'm curious to see what Infernal is. Infernal beacons can be found near a boss. Activating a beacon and engaging a nearby boss will trigger a Legion invasion. Okay, so that must be what the invasion beacon is. Is it optional? So I'm curious if Infernal is kind of like the current affix in the sense where you have to do it, but then if you don't do it, it just appears at the last boss. So it's just a matter of, do you get it done now, or do you do all of them on the final boss? I'll try it out, though. That's interesting. What the fuck does this do? Forces of the Burning Legion are invading. Do we just pull the boss? Oh no, okay, good thing I didn't. Oh, so it is like a mini-boss. Okay. Oh, shit. Wait. Oh, that's so cool. I can't get that guy over there. Spell reflect this. Woo! Wish I could see how much damage that reflected. Just gonna pop shield wall and we can try to burn through this. Okay, so they don't despawn once the mini-boss dies. It's good to know. Don't have DBM pulls, so let's go. Oh god. This boss. So, if I remember correctly, you have to get him to impale one of his guards. Which means we can't kill the mobs. Oh.
Not ready yet.
Okay. I tried to intercept it. That did not go well. I didn't realize he had Ice Block. Yeah, I think with people not knowing mechanics, this is going to be rough. Because unfortunately, that's just like a normal dungeon mechanic, but obviously people haven't done this in such a long time. Even the respawn load screen is ridiculously long. I'm guessing this is just some sort of PTR bug. But, wow. This is a little bit excessive. I guess I can outrange it? So there's that? Kind of? Sorta? So if I time Heroic Leap, I can theoretically get out of range of being hit every single time. But that's a little bit inconsistent. Yeah, and there I just couldn't. So that whole idea of just run out of it is definitely dumb, because you can't. You either need a blink, which I guess I could use Soul Shape for, but at the same time, it's not consistent, so... Yeah, I would need to be able to jump out of it. I don't see how, like, a Death Knight could theoretically escape that, right? Like, am I crazy? Maybe. Here, okay. Thank God we killed him. Well, that worked out well. Yeah, the mage is probably thinking of some strategy where, like, you bait yourself out of it. I mean, if you don't manage to jump away at the last second, then that's not really possible. That said, maybe I'm misremembering it. It has been a very long time since I've done the dungeon, but... I mean, my memory is that you can't jump out of it, and... everything I've seen there just seems to be, yeah, you would literally need to have a leap that goes the actual entire distance, or maybe, I don't know, if you manage to time a blink at the exact right time. But trying to think of what tanks even had a blink back in Legion, and I don't know if any did, so... yeah. Here's the thing, I can't remember if this snail, like, one-shots me. I'm so used to snail mobs historically having a one-shot that I'm like, is this guy gonna one-shot me? I have a feeling it doesn't, but on the off chance that it does, I don't want to look like a fucking idiot. Okay. This guy said, bubbles give a free percent? What is he referring to? These things? Yes, I know. Yeah, but it technically isn't free because of bursting, so... Ideally, we should be nuking these down one at a time. Okay, I need to rally here. Okay, 8 Coil Arcanist. I don't know why he pulled that before I was in range. That was really stupid. You saw it coming. Well then, yeah, why did you pull, buddy? Why would you pull when I was literally not even close to being able to reach it? Not the smartest. He seems like a good player, but he seems like one of those people who's used to having comms, and then does things as if he has comms when you don't have comms. You can't just go ahead and pull a mob and expect me to immediately be like, oh, yes, I am taunting, when I do not expect you to be pulling a mob at that immediate moment. Overall, the tuning on this seems pretty fine, though. Like, that one charge aside, I'm guessing it must have just been, like, scaled to the point where you never had to worry about it in Legion, because I don't remember ever being concerned about that charge, or I'm just forgetting it, or something. But seems fine, I guess. I suppose if I time Soul Shape or Leap or something, I won't have any issues. This boss I remember very clearly. I forget which one starts first, but I remember it's like, you have to either be on land or be in the water. Maybe it's land first? Get out of the water? Okay. That guy's dead. The storm is gathering. Ah! Resto Druid, why? It's like fucking Legion all over again. God damn it. Oh, man, this is gonna be harder than I realized without people who know the mechanics. So if you're unfamiliar with how that works, basically she puts Curse the Mad Witch on a few different players, and when that expires, it blasts people in front of you back. So what happened there was the Resto Druid just had it, he stood there and stared right at me, it expired, it blasted me off the platform, and I got one shot. I miss this boss. I will say, though, this is one of the reasons why Eye of Azshara was never my favorite, because you already can see that there are so many mechanics that just rely on people actually knowing what the fuck is going on, and these are brutal pug mechanics. Back in the day, I remember that happening a lot. The nice thing about Legion is I played a Demon Hunter, so if I expected somebody to fuck it up, I'd like literally have my finger on spacebar, and if I timed it perfectly, I could snap a glide right back onto that platform and cancel the momentum. So it wasn't really that big of a deal. Whew. But yeah, that's rough. Even King Deepbeard is like kind of problematic in the sense that you get like these bubbles on you, and you need to clear the bubbles off your character, and if you don't, you get one shot. So there, it's not like they're actively killing each other, but if somebody doesn't know what that mechanic is, they just kind of die, because you need to intentionally stand in stuff to clear off your bubble. I think Serpentrix is like the only one that doesn't really have special potential wipe mechanics. Only me and Tank DK alive. Well, see, that's your problem. I'm not a Death Knight, so I'm not going to be able to survive. I'm going to go ahead and just grab food buff because, you know, I don't think we're going to time this. Alright. Blood DK Leech was very good. And you're correct, buddy. It was very good. Yeah, man. Hey, nobody died. The water's rise. All the quotes are coming back to me. What? How did they all die? Did that just hit for, like, such an insane amount that it blasted everybody? I'm so confused. Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess I was technically still fine. Huh? Yeah, this definitely seems to be overtuned a little bit. Okay, was that the wrong cast? No, Focus Lightning is... Yeah. Okay, so it's just a case... I think 15s are tuned to the low 20s of live. No, this is not the Legion norm back in the day. Okay, so I think that plus 15s are going to be a little bit tricky to test with the current tuning. Oh, apparently they're nerfing Necrotic? Huh. Well, that's neat. They're also nerfing Bolstering and Raging. Ooh. I guess the healer's gone. Oh, well. Yeah, going over the patch notes, I still see the heirloom vendor in Oribos now sells the following bind on account items, which clearly not, because it doesn't exist to my knowledge. It doesn't even say what the name of the NPC is. I should also note Mage Tower, despite being confirmed, is not on this build, so that is not something I am able to test, unfortunately. Oh, and I suppose it is worth noting that they finally did fix Archivist's Codex slightly. They're buffing it, so now there's, like, basically account-wide stuff, where you can send all, like, the buffs that you can get to your alts. Now you benefit from up to 40%, I believe it is, increase, like, drop chance of relics and whatnot. And yeah, overall, it's, like, it's a solid buff. I still think that this is going to be a really annoying reputation to farm, because just that's how it is, right? But we'll see. Any change is better. I think it's fine. And alas, there have been absolutely no changes made whatsoever when it comes to leveling, so nothing I can really test there, which is just kind of unfortunate. Okay, so it's been a good while, actually around 12 hours. I basically did my guild's heroic clear. This guild, this new guild that I'm in, actually does heroic clears, turns out. They're really nice about it. They helped me gear my Brewmaster. I might actually be swapping off Prot Warrior, because, I mean, I love Brewmaster. I had a lot of fun playing it. Overall, it was just pretty cool. And then I did a lot of, like, dungeons and even PvP stuff with them. So, I mean, in terms of new guild stuff, all signs point to this guild being a huge step up compared to my last guild. And if you've watched any of my Hunter stuff, you know how bad my last guild was. So, hey, that's some good news, I suppose. But as a result, I haven't really spent a lot of time actually doing Legion M+. I haven't really been able to. I am interested in trying to do this a bit more, though. Admittedly, it took me like a good 20 minutes to actually find this group that I'm about to, do this dungeon with on PTR. Because people just don't put it in LFG. And, like, I get it, it's only PTR, but still, if you're looking for a group, it's just better to put it up in LFG, let the system do what it's intended to do, instead of spamming in Orbo's chat saying, looking for a tank for 15 Court of Stars. But, alright, well, found a group. We'll give this a shot. Court of Stars especially is one that I was really eager to try. Unfortunately, I still do have this loading screen bug, so that's awesome. That's an interesting spot for a feast. Oh man, I haven't done Court of Stars in so long. I will say, out of all the dungeons that they did bring back, this is the one that I am excited for the most. I mentioned this before, and I guess I'll say it again here. Blizzard, please, for the love of all that is good, bring back Maw of Souls. I don't care if you have to add, like, an 8th dungeon to make that work. Like, maybe if you add Maw of Souls and Archway, like, okay. Click this thing before key starts. I don't think this works. If so, I never saw people doing this back during when it was live. If that works, I'll be very surprised. Yeah, I don't think that works. Right, I can't be mounted. In fact, I think that actually bugged it, right? Because now I can't click the lantern. So none of us can click the lantern because run out and back in. Well, was that a thing that people did in Legion? I've never done that. I've run Court of Stars a million times, and I've never, ever, ever done that little trick there. So, unfortunately, something in the PTR seems to be bugged with these loading screens, because each one takes a good 30 seconds, so... Ugh, yuck. Okay, it looks like everybody else except the Paladin is having the same issue. I'm guessing it has to be like a North America playing with Europe type thing. And there's just some really weird delay where because you're on different regions and it's like the PTR, so everybody's in one region, Blizzard's just like, what the fuck is going on? I don't know. Okay, there we go. There we go. It's working. Oh, thank goodness. Good ol' Night Holds. Good ol' Court of Stars. I love this area. I love this entire aesthetic. I love all 3 of these dungeons. Well, I guess all 2 dungeons in Nighthold the raid. It just... Oh, Sir Mars, something else. Legion Classic 1. But for real, I'm really excited for this one. Like, Court of Stars is the only dungeon that actually made the list out of the ones I wanted. So, I was really hoping for at least Maw of Souls, right? And then my backups were I wanted Cathedral, Court, maybe Halls of Valor, maybe Archway. None of them made the list. And Karazhan. But here's the thing. Cathedral and Kara, I was pretty sure weren't going to make it. So I was hoping at least Halls of Valor and Archway out of those. First dungeon we managed to bug it. Yeah, I know, right? Go figure. I completely forget the percentage route. I remember Court of Stars is weird, though. Because, like, doesn't it have those profession things? What props do I have? Where are my professions again? Right. JC and engineering. Doesn't it? That gives me the statue, but I forget. Holy shit. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Yeah, I forgot. Those things explode upon death. Okay, Quelling Strike. I need to dodge that. It's so weird doing these with artifact abilities, though. Keeps getting CC'd. The Mana Chambers... I think this isn't tuned. No, you think so? I think this guy's cracked the code. I remember the Guardian constructs being like really, really overpowered, and then you had to go through that. But then you did want to get this sentry. Okay, I'm gonna wait until it gets over here. Oh, nice. Having the Kyrian thing is going to be really useful. Was it charging? Oh, yeah, charging station. That was the AoE heal. That's why you never wanted to pull it with multiple mobs, because if you pulled too many, you couldn't interrupt all the charging stations. At least it was one of those, like, pug breaker mechanics, where I'm sure, like, in the MDI they probably did that. It's been so long. But charging station was one of those things where if you missed the kick on it, it just fucked you, so... I always try to avoid these constructs like the plague. Oh, man. With bursting, this is actually really going to suck. I love how Ancient Aftershock is still target capped. And I'm rallying here. Okay, only lost one. Fucking healer died to the frontal code. Well, good thing I'm not really too concerned about timing this, huh? They definitely need to do another tuning pass on this. Now, okay, there's supposed to be something that spawns in there. I have no idea what it does because it's been so long. But I remember that you had to pull that pack if one of the things that you needed spawned in there. One of the profession items. But I don't remember what it was. I think... Was that the enchanting one? God, it's been so fucking long. I don't remember it. Yay. Oh, charging station went off. Yep. Fuck that up and it's just, yeah, it's brutal. My interrupt, I was hitting it and I forgot that I already had it on cooldown. Fuck me. There we go. I got it that time, but... Gonna kite a little bit. Yeah, it'd be cool if I managed to get, like, a team of people to actually run these with. Because I've already said it's hard enough for me to do stuff in WoW right now with, you know, everybody I know quitting the game. It's even more difficult to do stuff in WoW on the PTR, where, you know, it's not even, like... It's not even normal content. Normal in the sense that I would have to convince people to do something that's, like, not even on live servers. Yeah, that's gonna be rough. Okay, let me pull these mobs back. Oh, please don't. God damn it. Oh my god. This is just awful. I don't remember the patrols for this at all. Fuck me, man. And now I'm gonna have to wait on a fucking 30-second load screen.
A job well done.
Yeah, I completely forgot there were mobs up that staircase. I don't remember how I used to do this room. I remember this room used to be really tricky because there's so many fucking patrols. But I remember this a lot less than I realized. I remember the basics of, like, the boss mechanics, but the trash routes and stuff, like, holy shit, I completely misremembered everything that I thought I knew. Court of Stars is very different than I remember it in terms of the trash. Just a lot of stuff doesn't stick, I suppose. God, I hate these load screens. What? Oh no, somebody activated the Legion console? Now I need to... I can't... I'm not going to be able to release. If I release, I get a load screen, and I'm going to be dead before it actually works. Wait, okay, it worked. Thank God it didn't give me a load screen this time. Yeah, okay, so somebody decided they were going to fuck us over and click on the Legion console for some reason, despite the fact that I was dead. So, wonderful idea there. Definitely not something I would recommend you do to your groups. Woo. And I guess Blizzard still needs to fix the Legion console so it doesn't teleport to you and spawn camp you. That is not probably intended, but... yeah, overall, I mean, the Infernal affix seems neat. Okay, guys, come on. Where you go? Where you go? Let's follow the tank. I'm gonna do this slow and steady. I don't remember at all the route that I used to use for this, so I'm just gonna use my best judgment. And that means I'm gonna stop following people and trying to do what they do, because I ended up getting everybody killed by doing that last time, so... we're just gonna do it my way.
I need to get closer. It is too far away.
We technically, if memory serves, don't need to pull this. I can wait for the patrol, then I can disable this pylon, and this is the last one. The one thing I do remember, like, I remember general boss mechanics. So you need to disable all of these pylons, because these pylons, if you don't disable them, will periodically summon adds throughout the fight that are really, really problematic to deal with. I would also like to deal with this patrol, because I think it overlaps. Hold on, patrol. Wait for him to move. Okay, actually, we probably don't need that patrol. It looks like it only covers that side, so I'm guessing it's just not a concern. can wait for him to come over here. I do remember that waiting for him to get all the way to this side of the room was something that constantly annoyed me. Oh, alchemy. That one makes him die when he goes for his buff, right? That I remember. Okay. I don't have deep. Okay. Fuck. We're going. Yeah, so I think at the end he goes for the Flask of Solemn Night, and you can debuff it, so instead of getting a massive, like, haste buff at, like, his execute phase, he just dies. Oh yeah, you jump to reduce this? What? Aw, somebody... Jesus Christ. Well, that's a wipe.
I need to get closer.
The priest said what? But he's the one that pulled the patrol. Okay, not the loading screen again. Okay, I'm just gonna hope that we got the flask done correctly. I know you can't, but the rogue should be able to. We don't have a rogue? Why did I think we had a rogue? Okay, well... I keep trying to do a DBM pull. Oh, nice. Smash the spell. That actually really helps. Resonant Slash. Didn't expect this to be nearly as difficult as it turned out. The tuning is definitely a little bit aggressive, but at the same time, it's, okay. Okay, so nobody managed to get the poison. Now, yeah, that's where Court of Stars is really weird. Definitely not necessarily looking forward to... Okay, it's bugged. That's... Yeah. Jumping doesn't correctly remove the debuff. Okay. Well, I suppose it's good to know that it's not working. I guess you need to get a Dispel. Yikes. Whew. I mean, hey, it's PTR. This is what we're testing this for, right? I am surprised that there are so many, like, bugs and problems with something that should be as easy as, like, just a copy-paste in many ways. Obviously, I expect the Infernal affix to be a bit broken, but stuff like a mechanic just not doing what it's supposed to do is strange. God, the last boss is going to be really brutal. This is going to be something. Oh, Talixe's pretty fucking hard too, right? I remember Talixe just fucking kicking my teeth in every now and then. Because that was one where you had to coordinate people to stack up for the debuff. And if you didn't, it really fucked you. And oh no, this is... This should be interesting. then ideally you don't want to pull the bridge, but I think they're gonna face pull the bridge because of fucking course they are. Please tell me they're gonna kill. Oh, that leap of faith. Oh, that's such a good leap of faith. Thank you. Oh. Starlight Rose Brew. Try to use this barrel. Forget which people can interact. I guess nobody can. That guy's dead. That guy's just fucking dead. I mean, even with the AoE cap, this is still a brutal pull. Or, like, the AoE cap removed, I should say. Still an absolutely vicious pull. Fuck me, man. It's stuff like that that people were worried about when they were like, oh no, Legion M+. Like, it's one thing to make it so there's, like... I don't even know. That's fucked. That's really gonna be rough. Okay, so I see that we have Bizarre Goods up. Apparently nobody can use this. I don't remember what races and classes and stuff could interact with it. Discarded junk. This is engineering, I think. So I think I can actually do this. No? I guess not? Wait, is it... Do you need, like, Legion engineering specifically and not just general all-purpose engineering? Oh, if so, that's so troll. Here, I guess we cross the bridge. Where's the shaman going? Or the warrior? Fell Orb. Well, we don't have a demon hunter. We don't have a warlock. I think we paladins can break that, right? I think just being a paladin lets them break the Fell Orb. It's been so long, I forget. But I'm 99% sure that, I know hunters could use the junk, but I'm pretty sure that was something that engineers could do too. I might just be really fucking misremembering this. Oh, don't stand on top of the tank, buddy. It's really not going to end well for you. Okay, I'm gonna pull these guys back. I'm 99% sure this is like, you need to either be a demon hunter or warlock, or a paladin or a priest. Either, like, empower yourself with the orb or destroy the orb and get a buff for destroying the orb. Something like that. I think that's what the Fell Orb is. God, it's been so long. Helly. Okay, they're gone. Oh! A crit chance. Please don't refresh it. Please don't refresh it. Come on. It actually worked out really well.
I need to get closer. I am out of
Well, we're way over count. Oh, okay. No, no, don't smash it! Oh, fuck. Intruders are here!
Make yourself useful and take a look
Ah.
around.
Fun fact for anybody who never did these dungeons, and even if you did, maybe you never noticed, this mob's name is I'm a Cut Ya. And it's fucking amazing. I remember the first time I realized that in Legion. I was like, oh, fucking hell. I'm a Cut Ya the Demon. You there, check out that noise. I think that's one of the lines. I don't know, it's been so long. But I have that, like something deep down in my subconscious is like trying to quote the mobs. Because I'm like pretty sure I remember it. Holy shit. Can you stun that? It's clearly not kickable. You line this? Oh, right. That's... yeah. Oh, right. Oh, shit. Completely forgot. Yeah, the line of sight thing. God, this is such a weird strat. Like, I know that's how you're supposed to do it. Now that I remember it, I'm like, oh yeah, that is how I did it. Like, all the time. That's how everybody did this. But when I think about it, it's like, having to non-stop line of sight a cast. Yeah, check out that noise. That's what I remember. That type of tone of voice of, check out that noise. It's just, it's stuck in my head. Yeah, that's just so antithetical to how dungeons are designed these days. Like, oh yeah, that is how that worked. God, it's so weird having to readjust to this. Should spell reflect this. I'm not even like necessarily complaining. I'm just like, I'm saying that as like a, oh yeah, I completely wouldn't have thought to do that like right now. Fuck, it's been a while. I have a lot of stacks of that thing. Where are they going, guys? We need to go to the next demon, wherever that is. And that's why you would pull it into the doorway. That's right. I vaguely remember, okay, yeah. So, I would do it, run into the room. And then I would keep her in the doorway, like so. So that when she did Fell Devastation, just run to the side. Now let me reposition just to be safe. It's slowly coming back to me. Alright. Oh no, we failed the timer. Stack for the debuffs, nuke, adds, fighting, clockwise. I'm gonna go ahead and say that we don't need to do this before we pull. I think somebody must have activated it early, and that's the only reason why it happened last time. I'm gonna save my cooldowns for the ad spawns. You always want to kick Withering Soul. Infernal Eruption. Okay. No, move out. Okay, good. Thank you. Nice. Easy peasy. I mean, this is actually surprisingly easier in some ways with Shadowlands shit, because there's so much 5-target nuke stuff in Shadowlands that this actually is really, really easy to deal with compared to how it used to be. Let's do the Infernal Console.
You've done well so far, but we must ensure you blend in at the party. I'll enhance your disguise, infusing it with latent magic to make you appear as one of the nobles.
One thing I have to wonder is if, like, this seems to be just one at every boss, but unlike a lot of the modern dungeons, there's a mixed number of bosses. So, for instance, like, you have... Oh, are these gonna explode? That looks like a KJ mechanic to me, which is kind of sick. But yeah, so does this mean that, like, Court of Stars only has 3, whereas, like, some of the other dungeons will have 4? If so, that's actually really interesting. Oh, sorry, buddy. It's tough for me to get aggro on, like, 6 mobs that are spawning. Especially when I'm rage-starved. Aw, I miss this so much. This is my favorite part of Court of Stars. Spy wears capes. Oh, that person's add-on will do it. Oh, that's so cool. I remember that add-on. I didn't know Little Wig still does that. She. Female. Cape, female, pouch. So, if you haven't seen this mechanic before, you have to talk to all of the 5 NPCs, or the ones that have the chat bubble. Gloves. Okay, so now we have all 5 clues. Oh, okay, that person just figured it out. There you go. Basically, every single one of these mobs that are, like, standing around here, the suspicious nobles, has, like, a different combination of clothing and whatnot. And the clues will all point to one specific noble. So here, it was a female with a vest that is not dark, so you can see that's a white vest. They have a cape. You can see they have a cape. They have a pouch. Very faintly, you can see it over there. It's hard to see while it's moving. And you can see that they're wearing gloves. So you could check every single one. You could theoretically just randomly guess. I've seen people do that. All it does is it teleports you out of the room, so you can just try it and hope that it works. Dodge Carrion Swarm. Carrion Swarm will fuck your day up. That much I remember. God, I remember on Fortified, this mini-boss would really just dumpster people. Especially Shadowbolt Volley is unavoidable, so you could LOS it in theory, but I think most people just opted to heal through that and just burn the thing. At least, maybe you couldn't do that on really high keys, but I never did, like, the highest level in the world keys. Most I ever did was, like, 23s and stuff like that, so, up to the level where I did, you could still just burn through it. But if you got clipped by Carrion Swarm, you were fucking done. Especially if you got comboed by Carrion Swarm and Shadow Volley. It just was not survivable. Then you pick up these keys, you go back to the door.
Excellent. Now that we have the key, the way to the balcony should be open.
And we get, the wind slices to the bone. If you blink, you bleed.
You throw a party for vapid nobles, even as
One of the best bosses in the game when it comes to just voice lines. Oh, I love Melandris.
I assure you, Grand Magistrix, the situation is being addressed. It will be a simple matter to track down a few random dissidents and
random. Do you not find it striking that each body found is
Let's do the invasion thing.
the same flower adored by Thalysra?
I'm not sure. what
Fuck no. Why would we need to pull the ads with the boss? There's no science to be done there. I think I know what's gonna happen. Pretty sure we're just gonna fucking die. Also, this warrior gets Mongo threat. I cannot rip off him. It's actually kind of crazy.
Dispose of these outsiders. I must return to the north.
I don't want to have to use cooldowns here, but fuck me, man. Oh no, lag. Lag, please. Please don't do me like that, lag. Holy shit, this is just overwhelming me. I need to kite. Okay, this mini-boss is fucking brutal. What the shit is this? Am I dead? Yep. Wow! That seems a little bit absurd. I think I need to pop cooldowns for that. There's just no way around it. Like, the mini-boss itself has mechanics, but then it also summons ads, which seem to auto-attack for a decent amount, and then it summons those fucking bombardments that you have to soak, like fucking Armageddon Rain on Kill Jaden. That is actually surprisingly difficult. The other ones didn't seem so bad, but that spider motherfucker. Woo! The hardest boss, though, is the loading screen boss. Oh, all these people whinging about the base UI. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Wow, it's almost like I play with that on a daily basis, and there's literally nothing wrong with it. Like, oh, yeah, maybe for healers. I mean, I can't speak for healers, right? But look, if you don't like the base UI, like, that's fine. But to say that, ah, the base UI is terrible, I can't use it, it's like, get out of here. It's not unplayable. Yeah, I'm gonna pop my cooldowns here. It spawned on top of the boss, man? Holy fuck. They got that. Yeah, if I had to offer some feedback on these mini-bosses, I would say that every single other one felt like, not insanely hard, but like challenging enough. And this one feels like, go fuck yourself levels of hard. So it's like, I would say either either nerf this one specifically and just let it be a slightly easier affix, or nerf this one slightly and buff the others to be like somewhere in the middle. The wind slices to the bone. If you blink, you bleed. Death by 1,000 cuts. Let me just make sure everybody's ready. Okay. He says go. Sure. So whenever he blinks somewhere, he summons a little clone, and then that clone will mimic his abilities like Piercing Gale. Piercing Gale was that little line, very faint, but it fucking demolishes you if you get hit. Then there's this tornado, which... Spell Reflect.
I will speed you towards your demise.
It is too far away.
Okay. Probably shouldn't have tried to soak that right before Piercing Gale. Amazingly, I'm alive. Do we have a race?
You can't count what you can't see. I will speed you towards your demise.
I'm not gonna try to soak.
I am out of range.
Me, man, that's so brutal. I don't remember it being that hard to dodge. Spell Reflect that, though.
Blink, you bleed. The wind slices to the bone. Never heard my
Woohoo! Yeah, I mean, losing the healers is rough. We don't have, Oh, I keep forgetting. Loading screen. Please tell me they're not gonna leave. We're on the last boss. Like, we're still getting loot. I want to see what the loot is. The line doesn't exist on your screen? It's projected textures enabled. Might seem silly, but it's worth asking. Follow me, I guess. Oh. Look for a safe spot. I mean, I'd say it's hard to see the lines, to be fair. He might just be struggling to view it. But I think the idea of giving up after one wipe on that is just fucking insanity. I don't think I have engineering B-res in this character, unfortunately. Now I need to make sure that I don't fuck up. Because if I'm marking myself so that they know where to go, then now the responsibility's on me to not, you know, shit the bed with that. Not having lust kind of sucks, admittedly, but this is still definitely doable. Ooh. Please don't leave. I want it. One more try? Jesus Christ, man. You get to the final boss that you leave? Like, what? Ready?
How dare you?
Okay, yes, the answer is yes, apparently. We're going.
If you blink, you bleed.
I need to get closer.
I'm gonna clear that one with Spell Reflect.
Blink, you bleed.
It is too far away.
Okay, I'm gonna find a safe spot over here.
I will speed you towards your demise.
Okay. Someone was in one line, but we somehow lived. Okay, I need to bring him over here. Slicing Maelstrom. That fucking mechanic is brutal. Yeah, we need to be over here. Minimal chance of getting hit. This place is completely safe. Oh, everybody's alive. Please, come on. Jesus Christ.
I will speed you towards your demise. If you blink, you bleed. Death by 1,000 cuts. If you blink, you bleed.
I need to get closer.
Thank God! Oh! Hey, I didn't get any loot, but... Okay, so as we can see here... I just wanted to fucking show this, man. It's 236 item level. Basically exactly what you can expect at max level. Whew. Oh. And you can upgrade it. Now, interestingly, this dropped at 233. So I guess if you fail the timer, it has a chance to give you lower item level loot. Is that a thing on live too? If it is, that is kind of shitty. Never playing PTR again. This guy really likes saying Keck W. What's my key? So, Time-Worn Keystone, Eye of Azshara. Let me try, see if I can get a different one. Vault of the Wardens. Okay. I actually really wanted to do Vault of the Wardens. Now, they already left or logged. Fuck, man. Okay. Woo, baby. That was rough. We got it done, though. I am so fucking glad. That boss is really stressful. Okay. So, I think that I'm gonna try to find people to actually consistently run this with, because doing it with bugs is not a good idea. Not having comms makes this really, really fucking hard. So, I definitely want to try to do that a bit more, like get comms for this. And I'd like to test it a bit more. I might maybe wait for another tuning pass, because obviously, as we can see, things are brutally hard. That said, I do remember on Tyrannical, Advisor Melandris just fucking demolished people with that, so that might not even be a tuning problem. It probably is slightly overtuned, but that slicing Maelstrom thing just fucking obliterated people on higher keys. I remember that. Oh, fuck. God damn. That was awesome, though. That was definitely a fun experience. Unfortunately, I've gotten like 1 hour of sleep, and now I still gotta edit this video. So if I, you know, sit here and try to get even more footage, it's just never gonna finish this thing. I need to get it out. And I don't really think I really want to plug another key right now, because it's 9 a.m. where I am. Let's see. This gives Timewalking badges. You can choose Valor or Time Warped badges. It doesn't matter, so I'll just pick that. Cool. Well, hopefully I'll get to do more testing of this. Obviously, when this finally comes out on live, I'm going to play the shit out of it, but interesting that it's tuned the way it is. It's something. That's for sure. Thank you for watching. I guess if you like this type of content, feel free to subscribe to my channel. It definitely helps me a lot, and I would really appreciate it. If you are already subscribed, I appreciate you too. I'm definitely going to continue my PTR coverage. I mostly want to focus on leveling stuff, but I did have to make a video on this. I'm really excited for Legion Mythic Plus, so I wanted to at least give it a shot. But whenever Blizzard finally decides to change the leveling, well, I'll be there. I'll be testing the routes, and I'll be actually, you know, figuring out strategies. Right now, in case you missed it, the leveling changes are way too undertuned to be even remotely considered viable. It's basically non-changed at all. we'll see how it progresses over the PTR. I do expect them to make some adjustments to it. But yeah, once again, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.